Hi ho, it's off to where we go. Doodle-dum dum dum doodle-dum dum dum. Hi ho, Paddy and Willow. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related, and consciousness is our canvas. I'm going to start with the doggies today, and it's another absolutely fantastic day today. Just give you a little bit of a zoom round, let you look round. Absolutely fantastic, yeah. So I'm actually out with my son today as well, Connor. I've got my lad in the background, but I don't know if he wants to come on and say hello. You want to say hello, Connor?
Hello.
Oh, that's my lad, Connor. He's off school at the moment, so yeah. Let's just get on this backfield here. So yeah, I just basically wanted to start the video today by saying, thank you so much for the support. It's been absolutely amazing. I think we're on like 27 subscribers now, and considering I only started it, just let me just take these dogs off. Come here, doggies. Come on. Come here. Yeah, considering I only started it about it was about 6 days ago. So that's absolutely fantastic, just to see the support that we've managed to get over those days. But yeah, I'm just starting about again with the dogs. We're out having the time of their lives. But yeah, I just wanted to start this video on a note, just saying, just what if you was to start your day every day where you got up in the morning and you said to yourself, you say what you are: I am already amazing, I am already everything, I am perfect, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am Christ consciousness, I can do it. And basically, guys, it all starts internally, it all starts from within, because at the end of the day, once we learn how to control our inner world, then that's when we'll start to project into reality our outer world. But yeah, so it's pretty simple, and it always has been. It always has been easy, because everything that you've always seeked and always wanted was always within your grasp, in front of you. We look to the outside too many times, externally, and we think to ourselves, what we're looking for, what we're chasing after, when really we've already got everything inside of us. Ain't that right, Connor?
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, good lad. Yeah, I'm out with Connor and the dogs today. My lad Connor, he's got autism. He suffers with autism, and he has like slight learning difficulties. But yeah, we've been on a bit of a journey, as we all have. But my lad Connor, I think he got diagnosed when he was about 3 years old, and obviously, that's come with its challenges and ups and downs. But there's one thing that I will say is, I won't change him for the world, because I absolutely love him to bits, and it's become a normal part of life now. It's like anything, God only gives you in life what you can handle. So, obviously I've had my ups and downs in terms of, challenges, as we all have, but I think it all boils down to how we approach things in life and how we face them. But not only that, a lot of it's down to like perception as well, like how we perceive things. Because like we could go into a situation in life where, say, I don't know, we could get presented with a problem, say me and Connor, for example, and we could see an event or something play out in front of us, and we could perceive that in two totally different ways. I could look at it and go, oh wow, well, he shouldn't have done that, or that was bad. And then Connor could look at it and think something like totally different on more of a positive note. So, it all goes back down to how, we can't control what happens in life, but we can control how we perceive things. and we can control how we react to it. And I think once we learn how to master that, then, you know, that's when we can no longer be controlled by external circumstances. Hence why I always say, get up in the morning, show gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude, and, you know, nothing can stop you, basically. I'll just give you a quick spin round. It's an absolutely gorgeous day today. I was actually out on the park the other night, and I was quite amazed at what I actually managed to see. I was looking for the buzzards because I've started to do that a bit more. I've started to get out more in nature, and you know, because obviously, you know, once you put away the distractions, obviously I know I'm doing my video now, but once you just, you know, put your phone away and you just quiet your thoughts and you just remain present in being conscious, then it's amazing at all the things that you actually get to miss within this world, whether it be wildlife, you know, nature, you know, the actual beauty that we have within this world is absolutely fantastic. But it's just made me think to myself, are you barking, Willow? Yeah, she's barking. But yeah, going back to what I was, Willow, be quiet. Going back to what I was saying, you know, once we remain present and conscious, hence why I always say consciousness is your canvas, because, you know, you become the architect and the orchestrator of your life once you remain present in the moment. So, yeah, and I've started to like this, what I've actually started to do is I've actually started to follow the buzzards on the park, which are like actual raptors or birds of prey. Hello, be quiet. Noisy. She gets a bit scared of other dogs, but yeah, so I've managed to spot him, and I seen him in the tree the other night because I come on the park with Mrs. Detours, Mrs. Detours, and we was both walking around in that area of the park, and we spotted him, and then literally out of nowhere, and obviously in this area, I've lived in this area for quite a while, and I've only ever spotted it one other time, and it was when it was, I think it might have been over a year ago, but we actually seen a deer, and it was just jumping in and out of the reeds and the long brambles, and I was just like, wow, you know, and just to spot something like that, especially on your local park, is, you know, it's pretty amazing, you know. So yeah, I thought that was good to see. But yeah, so it's it basically all just goes back down to, you know, your perception or your concepts of yourself. Like, how do you see yourself? Like, when you get up in the morning, you know, what are you feeding your subconscious? What are you telling yourself? And before you go to bed at night, are you telling yourself, like, I am wealthy, I can do it, I am healthy, I am abundant, I am prosperous, you know, I have it, you know, like, you can't be in a state of wanting, you need to be in a state of being, which means you're in alignment. You're in alignment with everything that you seek. It's a bit like what they put it in the Bible, and they said, like, seek the kingdom of heaven, which is already within you, which basically means, you know, you've already got everything that you need inside of you. Because, like I keep saying, we go back to the external of looking at, you know, validation from other people, or like seeking, I don't know, say maybe, you know, all the external things in life. We chase after money. Not that I'm saying money's good or bad. Money's neither good nor bad. Money is just energy, which is what we are. All we are is just beings and lights of energy, antennas, which is vibrating on a frequency. And if you're getting up every morning, you're showing love to people and you're showing gratitude, then you're vibrating on a high frequency, which in turn then is going to bring back, you know, you're basically going to attract and reflect these feelings and events back to you. And honestly, you'll just start to realize that your life will start to change just day by day, bit by bit. So, you know, just always get up in the morning and just already know what you are, because, you know, whether you want to be happy or whether you want to be sad, it's a choice, and we always have a choice in life. Hence why I called the channel Danny detours, because it's sort of like in life sometimes we come to a crossroads, don't we? And we either get a choice of where do we want to go left or do we want to go right? And we always have a decision, and that's only up to you to choose in which way you want to go, you know. So always choose, you know, which way feels right with inside you, whether it be your gut, intuition, or your heart. But yeah, just look at that, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, but I think we're gonna leave it at that. And like I say, I really do appreciate all the support, you know. Anyone out there that is struggling, you know, all I can say to you is, you know, do your cold work, get outside, get in nature, exercise, get yourself to the gym, you know, just all these things that we can do naturally, which boost our endorphins, you know, which help us feel good. And, you know, we already have everything. And none of these things cost money. You can literally just get out and go for a walk, you know. You don't even need to be a member of a gym. You can literally just, you know, all you need is a little bit of space where you can start training and jumping around. Right, be quiet now. And yeah, but the dogs are kicking off. The dogs are kicking off. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that because Paddy's being nice and easy. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, because obviously it helps the algorithm and it helps our channel grow, which enables us to create better content. From me and Connor, say bye, Con.
Bye bye.
All the best. Peace.
Peace.